Hey guys, it's Sat here. I'll be making my own version of the famous chicken curry. I hope you guys like it. It's delicious. So first off, I heat up an oil on pan, and of course I prepared first all the saute ingredients, which are the garlic, the onions. I also add in ginger, and I chop those bell peppers. For this dish I use the red bell peppers, and the other one is just the chili bell pepper, which I'll be adding in later on. So on my version, guys, I always put ginger just to add up some aroma on the chicken curry. So that's actually my version. Some people would prefer to have all of these ingredients to be fried first before they're gonna add them in the pan, but on my version I prefer to have them all in a pan and cook them well instead of frying them, because I did it before, but I didn't really like how I cook it, maybe because it's my cooking. So you just need to saute all of those sauteed ingredients, and I add in this part the bell pepper already. So normally other people would prefer to have it add in the end, but on my version I just want them all to be mixed up well because of the sweetness of the bell pepper. So I didn't really take so long for them to saute, because I want to mix the chicken well as well, and it's a good thing because those sauteed ingredients is going to be so soft if I waited for so long, and I want them to be mixed with the chicken. So as you can see, guys, I've added in a bay leaves. Maybe 2 bay leaves is enough. It's just to add some smell, beautiful smell of the dish. And for this chicken I use the breast chicken, and that I bought from the supermarket. It's already cut, but I just really need to cut it more into halves because it's so big when I bought it during this time. So I didn't really wait long enough for the chicken to be boiled, because I want to add in the fish sauce and the soy sauce together while they're boiling. So that's how I use it, or that's how I cook this recipe, guys. And it's just also because when you have all of this mixed well together, so the taste will go into the chicken and you'll taste the chicken very beautifully. So it's just only a small amount of fish sauce and soy sauce, but later on I will still be adding a little bit of salt on this dish. Even though I have all of those salty liquids already, it's still best to add some salt, because the saltiness later on will be gone. It's not really, it would not be enough. So this is just only to cook the chicken well, or mix the chicken well with all the saltiness. And I added in the ground black pepper. So any type of pepper, ground pepper will do. There are very fine ground black pepper, which you can also use, and this one is kind of coarse black pepper. And of course in my recipe I add in chicken cubes, so whatever type that is or product that is, it will do, just to add more chicken taste on the chicken curry. So mix them well, and in this version, or in my recipe, guys, I don't really add a lot of water on my chicken curry, because I want them to be just enough. I don't want the water or the soup to overpower the dish, because otherwise it's not gonna be a chicken curry for me. So mix them well, and then wait for a couple of minutes, and put on the lid and wait for a couple of minutes. And I think the heat should just only be in a medium heat. So it's now boiled, and I'm going to add in, or just mix mix it again. I'm boiling it for the chicken actually, so it doesn't mean because the breast chicken is very soft already, it doesn't mean that it's cooked like 5 minutes. Of course not. You have to cook the chicken very well. The taste or the smell of these guys is already very beautiful, very nice smell, and actually it's scattered in the house when you cook chicken curry. So well, the chicken is already been boiled there, it's not well cooked enough, I understand, but of course while it is being sauteed and boiled, on my recipe I add in immediately the hard ingredients, which are the potatoes and the carrots. You know guys, my husband would like the potatoes and carrots to be soft, so I don't really put them at the end and just cook them like half cook. He wants it to be cooked in a way that it's really soft, which is very fair enough, you know. It's nice to eat those two hard ingredients when they are soft. So while they are boiling, the chicken will be boiled in longer, so the chicken will be cooked well enough later on. So that's kind of like, maybe this is the third part of the cooking now. When I added hard ingredients on in the pan, well, we have to wait like a couple of minutes, maybe 15 minutes, something like that, for them to be softened enough. My heat is just only medium heat, so it's not really like these two ingredients is going to be softened very good. What is important is that they're mixed well there, and the taste of those liquid seasonings and the saute will be mixed together, and that's something that I like about my recipe, because I want it to be done that way. So now guys, as you can see there, they're actually half cooked now, all those hard ingredients, the potatoes and the carrots, and I'm going to add in 2 spoonfuls or the chicken powder, maybe two spoonful is enough, I think. Yes, so halfway through the cooking I add them in so that all those powders will be melted and they're not gonna be coarse while you're eating the chicken curry, and it's very lovely. So that's halfway through the cooking guys, because as you can see, all those potatoes and carrots are still hard. They're still looking very hard, and it's not gonna be eaten if that will be the case. So you just need to saute them, and later on I will be adding a cup of water. It's not really a lot of water, but a small cup of water will do. But in my version guys, I don't really want to have a lot of water. As I said earlier, it's because I don't want my chicken curry to be overpowering with water, because it's not gonna be chicken curry. And you just need to mix them well, so all the tastes are in each ingredients and it's delicious. So you're just gonna wait for a little while for the hard ingredients to be softened, and I'm very sure guys you can follow the recipe very quickly, and that should be enough. And I think from this part here I added salt as well. It's an iodized salt, so it's not really like very salty. When I cook it, I thought it's gonna be salty because I had fish sauce, I had soy sauce. It's just only a manageable amount of those salty ingredients will do, you know, because the ingredients are absorbing all this saltiness, and the chicken as well is absorbing all of those liquid ingredients, and everything there, so it's kinda not good to have a lot of salt on this dish. So I'm gonna add in water in a while. And pardon for our house, guys, it's just because I couldn't really put the camera in a better position this time, and we are also, I think this was during the weekend, and during the weekends we are very busy, so just don't mind that, just mind my cooking. I'm not sure what I was trying to do there. Maybe I'm trying to get my ingredients there. I'm just a short person, so I don't really think, and I always do that when I'm looking for something on the press. So sorry guys, it's just the way it is. I think it's nearly cooked now. You know, I can smell the aroma of this curry in our house. When I cook this, it's all over our house, the bedroom, the bathroom, and it's always very, very delicious. I think the neighbors would smell it too. So I'm adding in a cup of water now on this dish, or in this part. It's nearly cooked. So I think, guys, when I was recording this cooking, I ran out of battery on my camera, and I was so lucky that I was able to start my recording from the beginning before it ended, and it died out as soon as I tasted the food, and I didn't get a chance to take a picture, or the last part of the cooking. But it was actually the last part of the cooking when it was when the battery died. So we just need to wait for a couple of minutes because the potato and the carrots are still very hard. So I think this part is a tasting part. Mix well again, just to make sure that everything is alright. And on my dish, guys, I don't have a coconut milk. I prefer to have no coconut milk for my chicken curry. And I think it's just a matter of preference if you like it. Chicken curry for other people are cooked in different way, and normally they have coconut milk, but in my recipe I don't. I just want it to be natural. And sometimes in a hot weather, when you have a coconut milk, you have to eat the food very quickly, and otherwise it's gonna be spoiled later on. But on my version here, I just really love to have it just water and chicken curry powder and the other stuff, and I like it that way. But you can add in, guys, on this part here. Normally you add it in the middle part. On this part you can add the coconut milk on your own version. So I added in the bell pepper, chili bell pepper. So normally I put that at the end, just to taste freshly the spiciness. But it's not really very spicy, and like the other chili that we have back home, the red chili. I don't know what you call that in English, but that's really like very strong chili. And this one is just mildly sweet chili. So that's why I don't want to put that in the beginning. And on my version, guys, I love my chicken curry to have a mashed green peas. Not really mashed, but the green peas in a can. One can is enough for this dish. it's always a good memory for me to have it cook with a can of green peas, because it just reminds me home, and it's nice. That's my version. And for some, maybe it doesn't look like chicken curry anymore because of the green peas, but it's actually very that's my preference when I do this recipe. So I think this time now I added in chili powder, because during this time I don't have the fresh chilies, but it's alright, and I'm not really as spicy. I don't really eat too much spicy foods, and this is just only to get some aroma or spiciness of the chicken curry. It's nearly cooked, but I think my camera battery will die soon on this part. And see, the water is not really a lot of water there, because the vegetable itself are have water, so they put in some water there. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Next time again. Thank you.